Good evening. Right now, Metro Police are desperately searching for the person or people responsible for killing a man and a woman.
I got a meltdown in Middle Street.
Breaking news now, a triple shooting leaves 2 dead.
Never expect for somebody to tell you your loved one was murdered.
This Labor Day will mark 42 years that have haunted the St. Cloud family.
30 years. 30 years this family has waited for answers.
A couple months go by, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you really start to struggle with the idea that the case might not get solved and that somebody might get away with murder.
It's very unfortunate that we have any cold cases at all, and certainly unfortunate that we have as many as we do. And that's why Ryan's work and the work of Project Cold Case is so important.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us today on our weekly Facebook Live stream here. We got a special guest today, somebody that's connected to this organization and has been since the very beginning. This is LaTresa Henderson.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us today.
You're very welcome.
You and I go back as long as I have been in the advocacy world. I think before I actually became a victim advocate, I started going to VAC meetings, which were the Victim Assistance Advisory Council here in Jacksonville, and you were a member there.
Yes.
And so we've known each other, going on, I think, 9 years now.
Yes.
Give us a little bit of your background with advocacy and some of the services you provide, because you don't typically do cold case stuff.
Right.
You have a little different world, but still advocacy. So tell us a little about that.
Yes. So I started working in advocacy with the Hubbard House, which is the local domestic violence shelter. And then I transitioned to work for the Navy as a victim advocate with domestic violence. I've since transferred again to help with their sexual assault program, where I do training, provide advocacy, and support victims of sexual assault. I continue my victim advocacy in the community at large by serving on different committees, councils in Duval County and Clay.
You're still on that Victim Assistance Advisory Council.
Yes, I am.
And they do, if people that are watching remember, back in April we did a whole show dedicated to Victims' Rights Week. It's VAC that handles a lot of the press conference, the luncheon, and kind of gives everybody a forum to host their events.
Yes.
So we talked a lot about that back in April. And you are a board member for Project Cold Case.
Yes, I am.
Original board member, because when I started the organization, I started going through my head and I was thinking, the different types of individuals I wanted on the board to have a unique perspective when having discussions. And I knew I needed an attorney, and I knew I needed some entrepreneurs, that had the business side. But what I didn't want lost was victims. I didn't want a bunch of people that lived in a world without victims making decisions for an organization serving victims. And you have always been, I've always truly admired your commitment to victims since I first met you. I always felt like you were the best advocate I'd ever been around.
Thank you.
And so I thought, if I want somebody that truly represents advocacy and what we do, what we want to do, that's LaTresa. So I asked you to be on the board, and I'm grateful that you accepted that position and have been with us, literally since before we were an actual organization.
Yes. And I'm glad to have accepted that position. I feel it's a great organization to give back, give victims hope, give survivors hope when they've lost a loved one. So it was something I could not turn down.
Thank you. It's a volunteer position.
Yes.
Like a lot of your passions you end up taking on, and we try not to take up too much of our board members' time. We try to have meetings every other month or so and do events, but you're engaged on the ground floor, and that board, that was also, we wanted an actual survivor that had lost somebody to an unsolved homicide and an advocate to kind of balance out the perspectives. And I was, it's never really happened, but I always had a fear that maybe there'd be conversations during a board meeting where it was really important to have the victim perspective or victim serving professional perspective to kind of make sure that we don't do something that could be offensive or, re-victimize.
Absolutely.
So you're a very important part of this organization. I'm glad to have you on here today because you also have another hat that you wear.
Yes, and I do call it my fun time job. It is with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I am a Champions Club member, and what that is we are ambassadors in the community. We help connect fans or connect the community with the Jaguars organization.
Your commitment to these Jacksonville Jaguars is truly outstanding. I mean, you season ticket holder.
Yes, 18 years.
18 years, but you don't stop there.
No.
You go to at least one away game a year, if possible.
To try to support us on the road, absolutely.
Tell us some of the places you've been to watch games. I mean, Jaguar football outside of Jacksonville.
Okay, I have visited, of course, all of the ones in Florida, Miami and Tampa. I visited Atlanta, making my way up the East Coast, Pittsburgh. Have not yet visited Philadelphia. I've gone to Dallas most recently. And the first year we played in London, I was there for that game.
Did you go to the New York?
I went to New York Giants, New York Jets, Cleveland Browns.
And London.
At least 18 of the other stadiums.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're well on your way to having been everywhere.
Hopefully.
God willing, right?
Hopefully.
Well, I mean, that's another thing about you that I admire so much, that your commitment to the city, to the Jaguars. I see, you constantly reaching out into the community, offering your services to help secure tickets for people that want season tickets, people that want individual tickets, people that want, anything Jacksonville Jaguar related. You are really a point of contact that can, if you can't do it, somebody that can.
I will absolutely try to help.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we have partnered again this year. I say we, Project Cold Case has partnered again this year with the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Jaguars Foundation, the Nonprofit Center of Northeast Florida, to be involved in the Jaguars Give and Go program.
Yes.
And this is pretty exciting stuff. The Give and Go program basically allows fans to buy tickets through a special link that is on our website and our emails. And when you click that link, it automatically kind of designates a donation, a portion of the ticket sales, to come as a donation to Project Cold Case.
Yes.
And we've done this for 3 years now. This is the third year, but this year we've committed. We're bought in. Last year, something happened and we didn't get notified of the registration early, and we were kind of chasing the ball the whole season, and we were kind of behind. Some of the games had already been sold out, and we were just behind. The year before we did really well with it, but last year was kind of a struggle playing catch up. So this year we bought in fully. You and I and Clint in our office all went to the Give and Go kickoff. We had a list of questions. We watched their presentation, and then we drilled everybody. We were one of the last ones to leave.
Absolutely.
And now I think we feel much more educated on the process and feel that we're vested. And now our job is to help those interested in securing tickets to Jaguar home games that will also benefit Project Cold Case.
Absolutely. I feel that when I learned about the nonprofit organization doing this for nonprofits, that it was a great opportunity. Project Cold Case was fairly new, needing to have some type of fundraising strategies and different ideas, and this is an easy way to bring dollars into the organization to help families. So it is something that I wanted to use my Jaguars connection and my Project Cold Case passion to be able to help raise funds
You
for
already,
you all.
and we appreciate that, is you already have a network of people that anytime somebody wants a ticket, they call you.
Yes.
They message
Text
you.
me,
They text-
email,
yeah.
Facebook,
And-
Instagram.
And you work with the Navy, which means you've got a lot of people in Jacksonville that aren't necessarily Jacksonville natives or even Jaguar fans, but
Yes.
guess what? They might be fans of the
Another
Chargers or the
team.
Chiefs or the
Yes.
Saints or any number of teams that are coming to town in any
Yes.
given year. And so I know just from us being friends that game day, you will somebody will sometimes reach out to you at game day and say, "Hey, I need tickets." And
I do need tickets. And on game day, I do ask for my me time.
Mm-hmm.
That is my time. I have worked to help get everybody in the game for that week at least. And now I want to enjoy the game. I am a fan first.
Exactly. I've seen you say, game day is not the day.
Right.
You got all this time leading up to secure those tickets through you. So it is not uncommon for you to get asked for help. I mean, probably starting about now, right? This time of year. I
Yes.
mean, we're in the middle of May. Preseason doesn't start until August.
Right.
And the regular season in September. But our tickets are already on sale.
They're already on sale. The city is excited.
Yeah.
We have our new rookie class.
Let's get some excitement going here. So anybody that follows the Jaguars or the NFL knows that we, on paper, hit a home run with this year's draft class.
Absolutely.
We think that will translate onto the field as well. We'll find out here pretty soon.
Yes.
But the number one pick, Josh Allen, fell to us, was projected by pretty much everybody that he would be gone long before our pick. Some other teams had different ideas. They went in a different direction, and he fell in our lap. Juwan Taylor, who was our second-round pick, was literally projected to be our first-round pick. Everybody thought we would take him at number 7, and he ended up falling to us in the second round. Everybody that knows Clint knows he is Auburn through and through. We picked up an Auburn defensive tackle in the 7th round, and then picked up another Auburn guy as an undrafted free agent. But we got our tight end, someone for Nick Foles to throw to. We got our offensive lineman. We helped out our defense. Yes. It's an exciting time to be a Jacksonville Jaguar fan.
Yes, it is.
What else? I should tell you where to go. If you go to Project Cold Case /Jaguars, that is kind of your gateway to start ordering tickets. And Clint created that graphic up there, and that gives you some insight as to what home games we have, the dates of those home games, and then if you click on that image, that'll take you to the portal that will automatically link you to Project Cold Case. So if you click that link, that takes you to this page, which allows you again to see the games and the times. You click the appropriate game that you want to go to and click next, and it takes you to, look, the Jaguars are donating between the Jaguars Foundation, the Dubois Family Foundation. These are not 50-yard line, front row, club seats. I mean, these are, upper deck and some in the 200 levels. We can't complain when they're donating up to $30 per ticket to our organization. And when the cheapest tickets cost $40, that shows you where most of the money is going.
Yes.
It's coming to us, not back into their pockets. So, but you have a layout there of where the seats are. You have options of $40 ticket, $45 ticket, or $50 tickets. You can't pick your seats, but you can choose best available or pick a section.
Yes, you can. It shows you there where you can, of course, if you pick the purple, you see the numbers of the sections. Just pick which one you prefer. It does not mean that you will automatically get that, but it is giving the Jaguars ticket office an opportunity to pick as close as possible as what you would like to have.
Yeah, if you're buying 10 or 12 tickets, hopefully, they may not have that many seats together in the section you prefer, so they may reach out. You will get a paper ticket mailed to you as long as you order in time. If you try to pull a quick one and try to order, the week of, they still accept it, but I think you have to pick it up at the will call booth.
Yes, the day of the game you actually pick them up. And tickets that you're purchasing now, when you're using this link, they're not printed immediately.
No.
They will be about a 4 to 6 week processing on those, but your tickets will be on the way.
And we need to tell you that we have some really good games this year, and these tickets, they did sell out to some of the games last year. I mean, it seems a little early to be in the middle of May trying to sell tickets, but if you think that you're going to be interested in watching this team play this year, this is a great opportunity to go ahead and secure some tickets and make sure that you're down there. When you select what section what value, 40, 45, or 50, and then whether you want best available or a specific section, you just fill out your contact information below that. You click submit, and it takes you to this page, which is kind of a review of what you have ordered, and then you will click to complete the purchase and actually give them, pay for the tickets and secure your tickets. And then we get an email, typically, unless you chose to remain anonymous, that lets us know that the tickets have been purchased and a donation will be made. The nonprofit center cuts checks every month, so any tickets we sell in May will sometime in the middle or towards the end of June we'll get a check for those tickets, and it just keeps going. Some other reasons to be excited is we have a new quarterback that has already proven he can win a Super Bowl. So let's take, there's Nick Foles and his wife when they were welcomed to Jacksonville and be a part of the Jaguar family, which, I always liked Blake Bortles, but man, you lived and died with the game he was having, so I like him as a human being. I think he's a great guy. I wish him a lot of luck. But I'm excited to see what this new addition does for the Jaguars and for the city. We've got a stellar defense. Now it looks like we're going to have some offense to help out on scoring points.
All come together.
It all come together. So let's talk a little bit. I'll just go through the 9 home games that we have, because we play a home game in London. So we don't have 10 home games like most teams do. We're kind of been adopted by the London fans, and so we have a home game there. We play the Texans, I guess, in London this year. So,
yes.
But the available games this year through the give and go, as you can see here, the Eagles and Falcons are both preseason games. They're both on Thursday nights at 7:00 at night. Should be a little cooler, for an August at 7:00 at night. Those tickets, all $40, $45, and $50 tickets are available.
Yes.
But that season opener is Sunday, September 8th at 1 p.m., and that's the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
And that's the, that's the big game.
Season openers are always a huge game to attend. You want to be in the building for the first game. The energy is high. It's packed. Everybody's excited. We don't know what's going to happen, but we know football is back, and we are ready.
And we're ready. And we've got Patrick Mahomes coming into our house to go up against Jalen Ramsey and Boye and our defense, and it sets up for a great season opener. Those tickets, though, the $50 ones that game is already so popular that we didn't even have the option for $50 tickets for Kansas City games. So again, get your foot in the door, get the $40, $45 tickets, and you'll at least be there.
being in the building is important. And also at the stadium, if you do end up with those upper level tickets, you are able to hang in the infamous Bud Light zone over near the spas. There's a standing area up there as well. And near the Sky Patio is just open space for you to congregate and watch some football.
Yeah. So you actually are a little lower in all of those locations. You're standing, and if you're in the Bud Light zone, you have some shade. The next game is a Thursday night game, primetime game against the Titans here. The hated Titans.
One of our rivalries.
Yes, one of our rivalries. That's September 19th. That's a 8:20 kickoff. So that's a prime time where the entire country will be watching our Jaguars. And so the tickets, get your tickets to that game. The following home game is the Saints, which is another extremely popular game. Drew Brees coming into town. Those Saints, I think, were another one that they didn't even offer the $50 tickets. They were so popular. They're not going to have trouble selling out those games specifically, and some of these other games are really setting up to sell out too. So the Saints are October 13th. We're getting into a little nicer weather for these 1 o'clock games. No excuses about the hot Florida sun, hopefully. Then we have the Jets come to town October 27th. I want to take this is a little dig here at Jets fans. I don't know how, but they still have a big fan base. The Jets do. I don't know how, and they will be here and they will be representing. We are supporters of the Jacksonville Jaguars, but we're not going to hold it against you if you're an Eagle fan, Chiefs fan. I might hold it against you if you're a Titan fan, but if you're a Saints fan or Jets fan, you can still buy tickets through our link to go see your team play here in Jacksonville.
And most importantly, support Project Cold Case.
Exactly. Anything to support Project Cold Case. The Buccaneers come to town. That's a in-state rival. They'll be here December 1st at a 1 o'clock game. The Chargers come to town all the way from the West Coast. And they typically, with Phillip Rivers, put up a really good game.
Yes.
And not always come out the way we want, but but they're a good team, and so they're a fun team to come watch. And that time of year, we're into December 8th. Then it should be really nice weather. And then the last game of the season, home game of the season, is the last game of the season too, is the Colts here December 29th. Hopefully, I love it when the stars align, the planets align, and we end up playing for a playoff spot, against our in-division rival, the Colts. Mm-hmm. That would set up really nicely to be the end of the season to be playing for a playoff spot and maybe the division title. So we'll see. That's always a possibility. As I mentioned prior, tickets are $40, $45, and $50. Project Cold Case gets up to $30 a donation, and that's based on how many tickets we sell. And there's kind of sections. We get $10 a ticket right out of the gate. Then once we surpass 25 tickets, which we've already just surpassed, we get another $10 per ticket. So now we're up to $20 a ticket. And then once you reach another threshold, it's another $10 per ticket, and we're actually already there too. I think it's safe to say we have reached that point where we're going to get $30 per ticket. So, this is a huge support for our organization and a way to support the local team and the city, and coming out. One of the things, one of your ideas, which we want to talk about and give opportunities to, is a lot of our survivors, might not have disposable income to go to a Jaguars home game, and we would like to be able to provide an opportunity for them to go to a Jaguars home game. So we have have come up with this idea as kind of a survivor sponsorship package where if an individual or a business in town feels so driven to help us send a family to a game, we can do that. And you have worked some of your Jaguar magic, and now we have an opportunity for $125. We can send a family of two survivors to a Jaguar game with $25 in Jag Bucks to buy food and drink and enjoy the day. And for $250, we'll send a family of four that would not normally have the opportunity to go to a Jaguar game and enjoy it. And that family of four gets $50 in Jag Bucks to spend on food while they're there. So I hope that some people, might take advantage of that, feeling philanthropic. Let us know. You can reach out to us here at our office. Our phone number is 904-525-8080. You can send money in to our office. Just make sure that we know what you're sending that money in for, that you want the survivor
and which package.
2 and 4.
You can determine if you want to send two families of two, or you can do 2 or 4. However you want your monies distributed, we will honor that.
We will definitely honor that, and it will give us an opportunity to share with these families an opportunity that they wouldn't normally have. We're working on some other things behind the scenes that we can't really talk about yet. We may have some tickets that we directly can sell, but for right now, what we need people to go through the website and buy tickets to the game of your choice, or let us know if you want to sponsor a survivor family, a family that has lost a loved one to an unsolved homicide. Obviously those will be on a limited basis for the families out there. We'll hopefully have a limited number of those that we'll be calling and asking if you would like to go to a game, if that is a successful kind of project there and promotion.
Yes.
What else you got? You got anything written down that we didn't talk about?
I think we covered everything. We just would like for you to visit that link, connect on Facebook, ask questions. We will get back with you specifically on your questions, but we really want you to, I know a lot of people aren't thinking about purchasing tickets, but as Ryan said, the closer we get, training camp, all of those things getting ready to take place, people start thinking about those purchases. And there are other nonprofits that are a part of this give and go. So we want you to have the best opportunity at the first opportunity at the best seats available. So even if you're not a football fan, giving a contribution to help send a family, a surviving family to a game, it may be their one time attending. So just considering doing that. Or if you just purchase tickets and want to do a giveaway, that is also an option for you. But we're trying to raise funds for Project Cold Case.
Yeah, and I mean, you said it. The games, there's holidays at the end. Get your tickets now. You already got gifts taken care of. If you know friends or family, share this opportunity with them. I know a lot of people, Clint, one of them, that a lot of times he'll just, the week of decide he's going to go to a game by himself. You know what I mean? He'll, well, you were new to town, but you're always a Jag fan. Your wife, soon to be wife, will be here soon. And you won't be able to get away with one ticket, If you're scalping tickets, it's always good to be just be wanting one, because it's hard to sell one ticket, so you can get a good deal on one ticket. But this is an opportunity really to get tickets affordable. You start pricing out season tickets, and if you want those, we can certainly put you in touch with LaTresa, and she can help you out. It won't benefit Project Cold Case, but look, we love the Jaguars, and we love seeing committed fans. So if you are interested in season tickets, we know who to put you in touch with. But if you just want to go check out and see, you're not sure if you're ready to commit to season tickets yet, this is a great opportunity to pick just a few games to go to and to see the product on the field, experience. I mean, it truly is an awesome thing. There's only 31 other cities in the country that have NFL teams. So there's only 16 cities a Sunday that are enjoying NFL football, and we are lucky enough to be in one of those cities. And I think we were at that give and go. They were talking about how the Jaguars, how other cities have been calling and kind of inquiring about this program, because I don't know that you tried to look. We couldn't find any other cities that actually have this give and go program.
Or the way the NFL allows them to give donations.
So
we're blessed.
We are blessed, and it truly is an opportunity for you to do something fun and go to a game and to help out an organization. And we almost forgot to mention that this year is the 25th year in existence for these Jacksonville Jaguars. And you and I were talking before we went on about, we won't share our ages, but we were around for that inaugural season. We
were young people.
We were young. We were too young to have our own tickets, but we grew up into through our adulthood with this team here locally, and I remember going to the very first preseason game the Jaguars ever had, and then the inaugural game against the then Oilers. And I remember being in that stadium. I have some just tremendous fond memories. We had some rough years too, but when I think back to the Jaguars, I think of the '99 season. I think about beating Miami in the playoffs. Fred Taylor. Ending Dan Marino's career, ending Jim Kelly's career in Buffalo, giving John Elway his last playoff loss before he went on to win a couple of Super Bowls in Denver, and then in '96. We just some of those
amazing memories
and fun times, and if you have kids. How cool is it to take your children, to an NFL game, to give them that experience, and then and be supporting a nonprofit at the same time. Clint, do you remember how old were you at your first NFL game? Because you didn't grow up in a city with an NFL team.
I was
22.
It was the 2017 Houston game. When we clinched the playoffs.
We clinched 2017, the first NFL
Yay!
game. So,
it was exciting times.
Never take these things for granted. We have an opportunity here in our city, and we recognize that. And not everybody has that. Clint lives here now, and he goes to games as often as he can. You've been a Jaguar fan because you've had family that was from Jacksonville, all along. But now that he lives here, he gets to take full advantage, and it's something that I hope more people will do, is to go down there and take your family and enjoy it. Go to our website, projectcoldcase.org/Jaguars. I think Clint already posted the link in the comments, or if not, we will in this thread, so that you can go directly there. Click that image. That'll take you. That's the gateway into You don't have to do anything specific for Project Cold Case. If you click through this link, through our page, it automatically earmarks Project Cold Case as the charity that receives your donation. And if that's confusing, it's not really your donation. You're paying $40 for a ticket, $45 for a ticket, or $50 for a ticket, and then that's all you pay. That's your ticket. And then the Jaguars Foundation, the nonprofit center, the Dubois Family Foundation, they kick in the donations back to the Jaguars, back from the Jaguars to us for that ticket purchase. So you really don't have to do anything. You sell tickets, season tickets.
Refer for tickets. Yes.
Refer for tickets. 40, 45, and 50. That's about as cheap as it they're going to find tickets, right?
There is no single game ticket that would be that low.
That would be that
So
low.
this is the nonprofit price. When
So-
you visit the Jaguars single game tickets, they don't start out as that low. So you
Yeah.
are getting a deal by supporting Project Cold Case.
Yeah,
They
so
are not
this
that
is-
low.
Everybody's winning in this scenario.
Yes.
And if the Jags can put up a W on the field, that will be the icing on the cake. So if you have any questions, you can post them in the comments. We'll respond to them. You can reach out to our office, again, 904-525-8080. You can send emails to info@projectcoldcase.org. Reconnect with us on Facebook. Again, if you share this this Facebook Live, or we'll have graphics, we'll be reminding people on social media how to do this. Share those posts with your family and friends that you know are Jaguar fans, or maybe fans of some of these teams that are coming to town this year, and help us out. We would greatly appreciate it. And we will probably see you at the games as well, because it's just too good a deal to pass up. So thanks for listening to us today. LaTresa, thanks so much for coming out and
You're very welcome.
helping. Thank you for all you do for us and so many others in the community, both with advocacy and with fun stuff.
Yes.
It's a good balance for you. Check back with us next week, and we'll have another Facebook Live, and we'll see you then. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.